Majority of you have voted for Medicaid expansion, but tonight some lawmakers don't want to pay for it. The law would give about 275,000 low-income residents health care coverage. Ray Preston dives into what's been called the most contentious issue in the Missouri House this year.
Last August, voters approved expanding Medicaid eligibility in a constitutional amendment with 53% of the vote. But Republican lawmakers in Jefferson City say they're not obligated to pay for the amendment. State Rep Justin Hill from Lake St. Louis is one of the leading critics of the expansion.
We still hold the purse strings, so we chose to allocate those funds to other programs throughout the state where people that aren't able to work, who need assistance, are able to get those resources.
Missouri Governor Mike Parson opposed the ballot measure, but said he would uphold the will of the voters and included money for it in his budget request. Voters we spoke with were split over whether lawmakers should support the measure because it passed statewide or vote against it because they believe that's what's best.
Lawmakers should reflect the will of the people. After all, that's how they got into office, is by an election where people decided to vote for them.
Ultimately, the people have to trust that the lawmakers that they elect are going to have their interests in mind.
An elected representative should follow the will of the voters. That's why we elect our representatives, to follow what we want.
We asked Hill if his stance flies in the face of what the voters want.
When you ask them if they knew they were voting on a massive program with no funding source and where they want to get that, where they suggest we get that money, they're very upset.
If the expansion is not funded, the issue is expected to be decided in the courts. Ray Preston, News 4.